Welcome to Peaceful Streaming. I am back to cleaning that public bathroom that, what's his name, Clement, I think, wants to turn into a nightclub. And, I mean, who's to say that it's not a good idea? I mean, I kind of was hoping that he would be buying all new equipment because he was talking about mixing drinks in the urinals. But maybe I'm just too much a germaphobe. Maybe I'm just like, I don't have the vision that Clement does. So, yeah, he was saying he thinks all the kids are gonna really love it. I am obviously not a kid, so maybe I just don't have that imagination. And he's right. I mean, he could be right. I don't know. Does not seem really sanitary to me, but like I said, just I guess I mean, come on, Clement, at least get new fixtures. If you're going to be putting drinks in these, it's just you know. You know what I mean? Gross. So anyway, but how am I doing on the cistern pipe is done, but it didn't go bing. So toilet? Huh. That's weird. Because I finished the toilet, apparently. But it didn't, go bing. So, I don't know. And speaking of toilets, I just realized something about that, that house I was just doing on the last stream for House Flipper, the luxury DLC. So there's 3 floors in this townhouse. There's a bathroom on the 3rd floor where the bedrooms are, but it doesn't have a toilet. The 2nd floor, the middle floor, doesn't appear to have a bathroom. And so there might be a bathroom on the 1st floor. I can't remember. But so basically you get up in the middle of the night. I mean, I think this was a mistake. I think they're going to fix it. But so you would get up in the middle of the night and have to go down 2 floors to find a toilet. So I'm pretty sure that was not intentional on the developer's part. And they actually meant to put a toilet in there, in the bathroom. There definitely was a space for it. So I'm pretty sure that was an oversight because, it just doesn't make sense. And I mean, I'm assuming there's going to be a bathroom with a toilet on the 1st floor because if there's no toilet in the entire house, I'd say that definitely was an oversight. But I mean, honestly, like a 3-floor townhouse and you only have 1 toilet. I mean, you really would have. There has to be a bathroom on the bottom floor. Anyway, so trying to remember, in the summer when I went to college, since I wasn't going home, what a lot of the fraternities did is, because obviously a lot of their members went home for the summer, is they'd rent out space in the bedrooms to to college students. And so it was kind of the same thing. An old, like townhouse, like narrow and tall, like 3 floors. Was it 4 floors? I think it was 3 floors. It's been a long time. But I think there were 2 sets of bathrooms. It was actually about the same size as that place I was just doing, come to think of it. Well, no, actually it was bigger. It definitely was bigger. because you'd have that hall, but then I'm trying to remember. I think there were like 30 guys in the 25, 30 guys in the fraternity. I probably should remember this because I was a little sister at the fraternity eventually. But again, you know, almost 40 years ago, you know, your brain gets kind of filled up with like other stuff in the meantime. Although some things stand out. I like the time that I think I didn't have any glasses. I wore contact lenses then, and I don't think I had a working pair of glasses. So I went down to, okay, so there wasn't a bathroom on the top floor. So I was going down to the stairs to the bathroom to put my contact lenses in, and I stepped on a mouse and killed it. It was really, that really sticks in my memory. I hope I'm not grossing anyone out to like an unbelievable degree, but yeah, it was bad. I said to one of the guys, I yelled out, I was like, please come here and tell me what I just stepped on. Because before I knew it could have been anything, you know. So yeah, so that's very, very clear in my memory. I guess certain things just make an impact. I think this is the point at which I should look at the list and see what is left. Okay, archway, obviously. Wait a minute, 3 archways? Okay, wait a minute. So there's... Okay, so there's 1 archway there, 1 there, and there. Okay, I get it. Okay, yeah, my brain is getting a little soggy at this time of night. Okay, basins, sure. Only half of them I did. Tiled floors, almost done. Concrete floor trim. So there's a lot of stuff. Okay, so it looks like there is a lot of stuff that I will have to go back over and just find like little, you know, what am I trying to say? You know, just little bits of dirt to finish them off. So, say it's coming up right nice, huh? Yes, Clement, it is. But I am not coming to your opening unless you are going to put in new, oh God, I was expecting holes in the walls and all manner of unholy deposits. I'm not even going to address that, to be honest. And you really need to, I would think I ain't seen so much as a cracked tile yet. Now, realistically, I don't think the health department would let you do this unless you bought new urinals and sinks, right? I mean, hopefully. But I guess Clement is really into this dream. Oh, right. I was just trying to remember. So the guy, so I did the carousel. I don't remember if that was the job right before this? No, it wasn't. Okay. I don't think so. I don't know. And the woman who hired me for that, to clean her carousel, wanted me to like come in a van without the name because she didn't want her rival to see that she was going to be cleaning off the carousel. Not really sure what the thinking was, because after all, he would eventually figure out that her carousel was cleaner. And so then he started like messaging me in the game and saying, hey, what are you doing? And then he was talking about, I don't even remember what he was talking about. It was something that just like didn't make any sense. I don't remember. But so then he messaged me about in the beginning of this job and said, hey, there's something left there's a job for you at the amusement park or something like that. So clearly he, you know, he probably wants to hire me for something. Oh yeah, that's right. He did say, yeah, actually his carousel did need some cleaning, that it was actually, the dirt was actually slowing it down or something like that. I don't know. But he was weird, like a lot of these characters that they're coming up with. The one that still cracks me up is the kid in the like preschool or kindergarten. There was, it's like the shoe house, and so it's a daycare or preschool or kindergarten, and one of the kids got a hold of the like director's phone and was like texting you and telling you like, I have to poop, and then like a couple of minutes, something like that, and a couple of minutes later he was like, I pooped. And it's like, if you know kids, it was just hysterically funny. You know, like the directors either or the developers either have, one of them at least either has kids or like nieces or nephews or something, because it was hysterical. It's like, it's just the way kids talk, like everything's out there. So it was very funny. The rest of them, you know, they've been amusing, but not as funny as that one. So this is saying I'm 83% done. So I think I've missed a bunch of things. I haven't had to use like a long extension or anything. What extension do I have on here? None. Okay, so I should at least have the short extension on. I mean, so this, yeah, the dirt that's left is going to be the kind that's like in nooks and crannies, and I could be chasing down little bits of it, unfortunately. But this job actually has not been that hard. I mean, it hasn't, oh God, nothing like the temple that apparently had cow manure on it, like all over it. That was a pain. So they definitely do, they definitely have, you know, done something with the mechanics so that like this dirt, for instance, just comes off really easily because it's just grime. At least we hope it is. But then, for instance, this is clearly rust. So then you have to use the stronger one. I would use the oscillating one, except it makes me nauseous. So I try to avoid it unless absolutely necessary. So it was kind of interesting because the feel of the, well, not the feel, like you don't feel it, but the manure was that it was really sticky and like caked on. I don't know exactly how to, you know, verbalize how they did that and how, I mean, how you notice it. But so I thought it was pretty good. I'm just waiting for someone to ask me to do their chicken coop or something. We have neighbors that have chickens. I just don't get that, to be honest. I said to my husband, why would someone have chickens in the suburbs? And he's like, to have fresh eggs. And I was like, who cares? I mean, really? You're gonna go through feeding them, I assume at least once a day, if not twice. Cleaning out their coop, which definitely would be a deterrent to me, for me, and would definitely make me say, no, I'll just buy my not quite as fresh eggs at the supermarket. I mean, gross. Not to mention, you know, that they can get diseases, illness, what I'm looking for, pests, you know, bugs and stuff. There's like, anyway, just in case anyone's like uncomfortable with talking about bugs, I won't go into it, but I just don't get it. Like all that, not to mention the noise. Our bedrooms are not right next to their place, so thankfully, because I have heard the rooster the few times I'm up first thing in the morning. And I don't get it. I just don't understand. So it's just weird. And it's not like they're cuddly or anything. In fact, my son had a friend whose family had one or two chickens. I don't remember. But I think one of them pecked him. So, I mean, he wasn't badly hurt or anything. But I just didn't get that. So maybe I'm missing out on a wonderful experience or something, but it's just not the right, to me, the suburbs are just not really made for raising chickens, but who knows. We did live on a farm for a while. And I'm trying to remember. We're living at what happened is my son's lead test when he was like 2 came out with a lot of lead because we were living in an old house. So we had to move out, and we didn't look for something permanent because we knew we were going to move out here to California. This was in Connecticut. So a friend had kept his house in town, hadn't sold it when he moved into his second wife's house, which was like 45 minutes, half hour, 45 minutes away. So we moved into his house, and it I think it was a working farm. I mean, his brother lived next door. It was kind of like one big piece of property, I guess. And he had cows. So, I don't think they had chickens though. I'm not sure. But and then there were coyotes too. That was interesting. Would hear them. I don't know if they howl, but there was some noise where I was like, what the hell is that? My husband was like, I think that's I'm pretty sure he said coyote. And I was like, so can our son actually walk outside? Or can he only walk outside during the day, or what? I mean, do we have to worry about him being snatched up? So I had no idea like how big they were at that point. So I think they're relatively small, but still, you never know what they're going to grab. Around here, they do grab, or at least try to grab pets. So, you know, obviously I wasn't about to take a chance with our baby. It wasn't actually a baby, but as I tell him once in a while to just totally embarrass him, he'll always be my baby. And I'm actually repeating what my mom said to me, and I absolutely hated it. So, I mean, you know, once in a while we have to torture our children just for fun, you know. So I tend not to embarrass him other than that. And I wouldn't say that in front of his friends or anything, but it is kind of fun to say once in a while. But I actually now understand what my mom meant, because it's weird. It's weird how when you have a child, time is very strange because you can remember with absolute clarity their birth, like the first, few days. It's just like you can absolutely, although for me the birth was a little fuzzy, but you can remember the beginning of when you had them with just absolute clarity. And our son is like going to be 19 in December. It's just very weird. I mean, I guess just the beginning of the beginning just cements itself somehow in your brain. But yeah, I mean, it's just, so it's like I look at him and he's 6'3", and I know he's almost 19, and he definitely doesn't look like a baby, but it's like he's still kind of a baby to me. It's really hard to describe, and I swear to God, I know how weird it sounds, because I knew how weird it sounded like when my mom said it. I was just like, Mom, I mean, it's been like 20 years or like 30 years. since I was born. I mean, how can you say I'm still your baby? And I do understand it now, to be honest. So, just one of those weird things. I mean, it's like I can remember this one time when he was falling asleep in his high chair after he ate. And so his head would just be like, was like kind of slipping down. And then I'd call his name and he'd like jerk his head up with this smile, like he was trying to smile to say he was, you know, like, hi mom. And then he just like immediately fell asleep again. And it's like, I can picture that in my mind so clearly, you know, so it's just kind of amazing, I have to say. And I know anyone who has not had children is like, oh, for God's sake. You know, I do talk about my son a lot, but he's just like, as a parent to me, he's just a miracle. And we actually also have a lot in common. So, you know, there's that too. We streamed, we actually streamed together for the first time. When was it? It was sometime in the last week. We streamed System Shock 2. And we did fine until we got to this one place that's incredibly frustrating. And I said to him, I did get past this. You know, this is really frustrating, but you do get past it. And I'm not sure he's actually going to, he was just like, I can't take this. So I'm not sure if we're actually going to go back to that because it is really frustrating. You have to find this key in this really dark place. And apparently it's like under a body. Like there are a bunch of bodies there and it's like under a body. So it's dark and you have to figure out which body on the 3 floors of this cargo bay, and which body, you know, which body on the 3 floors on the cargo bay. There are 2 sides to the cargo bay. You have to figure out which one. And I looked online and it's just, people are, I mean, years ago this was, people are just like, oh yeah, just keep looking, you know, it's blah, 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 blah. So, I think we could possibly be talking about still a high frustration level to try to get this done. So, not sure it's going to happen. But it was kind of fun. So we were on Discord because we're in 2 different rooms, and so it was interesting. Because the last time I played it, I think he was like, or I tried to play it. We were going to play it when he was like 8 or 9 or something. And I put all these mods on it. It literally took me like a couple days. Not, you know, 100% of my time, but a couple days to install the mods, make sure it was all working. And he played it. We did the multiplayer for like 20 minutes. And he was like, yeah, I'm bored with this. Which, you know, when he was that age was pretty common. But I was like, oh my God, you know how much time I spent on this? Seriously? Because you wanted to do it. So that was fun. But there's also ADHD in the mix. So, you know, I do kind of understand that. So what am I at here? Okay, so I have the tunnel, but I know that that is not all. What time is it? Yeah, I probably should be able to finish this. So, okay, one of the archways, obviously we know what that is. Doors, door hinges. Okay, that's probably, yeah, that's easy. We know where, that's the door behind me. Lights, okay. Light conduits, light switches. Okay, washroom walls, that could be a little bit more of a pain. Urinals. Oh my God, I only got 3 out of 8 done. Tunnel walls. Okay, well, I haven't done that one yet. Okay, so I got to figure out which urinal. Yay. Which wall. Which floor. And one of the taps. Okay. So that's a tap, right? Yeah. Tap. 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 Nope. Wall. 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 These are the urinals, right? Urinal. Okay. I can't believe I'm saying urinal so much, but this certainly is a unique job. Washroom wall. Okay. Got that one right. Door frame. Urinal. Okay. Okay. I see where the dirt is there. So that's not a urinal, that's a toilet, but the that's cubicle wall. Okay, so that's, finding the washroom wall is not actually going to be that bad, I think. Okay, that urinal, washroom wall. Okay. That urinal needs, there. I'm too close. Let's see. Washroom wall, washroom wall. Okay. Can I finish all the urinals? No. This may be the last one. No, apparently not. This is really weird to be saying washroom wall, urinal. Okay, so the wall might actually be a little bit of a problem. There's, I think, that's the last urinal. Yeah, right? Urinal toppers. Washroom, so washroom wall. I did all the urinals. So washroom wall, tiled floor, taps, right? Tap. Okay. So are the taps all done? I think that was the last one. Wait a minute, that looks okay. So washroom wall. That's a tunnel wall, right? Yeah. Washroom wall. This is all one wall, right? On there. Is this the wall? No, this cubicle door frame. Wow, I still have 10% to go. Washroom wall. Because I don't think it's divided at all. Oh, the blue walls are washroom walls too. Okay. Okay. There we go. But where's the dirt? Let's see. It's tough when this stuff is shiny. It really is, because it's hard to see. I'm just gonna. Okay. Was that the only one? Where's the washroom? Yeah, okay. So tunnel walls, the tunnel stuff, obviously. So one of the floors, tiled floor, is the center floor. But where is it divided? Is this? Oh, wait a minute. So if the tiled floor is also in the tunnel, then it's this one it's probably talking about. And what else do I have? Okay, archway. Obviously, I'll get that done. Doors. Door hinges. That's in the tunnel. Lights. Okay. So I assume it's not just whatever light is in there. Okay. So light. Okay, so that one needs it. Okay. So 2 more lights. One, I think at least one is in the hall I haven't done yet. So you know what? It'd be easier if I just finish that hall, and then it'll be easier to figure out whether the problem is in where the problem is. Because now I keep thinking, oh, it's probably in that part I haven't done yet. I think I'm going to try green on this, the green nozzle, because I think it should still, yeah, it's doing pretty well. So at this point, fortunately, this is not triggering my gag reflex anymore, because wow, it was really bad. I mean, and just knowing what kind of dirt it's supposed to be. I mean, there's grime and then there's you know, other stuff you would find. Yikes. It just was like, it was grossing me out in the beginning. And I have this problem where I get, like, I suspend my disbelief really easily in games. And my son makes fun of me, like, when we were playing, or I was playing Subnautica, and I was freaking out over the Reaper Leviathan. And but I had to go near it to find some parts. And I was like, I was chanting, "It's just a game, it's just a game, it's just a game," like over and over. And he was totally making fun of me. And then a couple weeks later, guess who was freaking out about the Reaper Leviathan? So I was like, you do remember what you were saying to me like just 2 weeks ago, right? And he was like, yeah, I was wrong. I was like, yeah, you're right, you were wrong. But that's the problem, is like, I think I suspend disbelief more than he does, because he just doesn't seem to have the same immersion, I think, that I do. So that's probably a good thing. And he definitely is passionately interested in games. It's not that he doesn't, that he isn't into them. It's just that his brain is not like getting drawn in as much. Unless, of course, it's some kind of competitive match, and then it's like do or die, like Overwatch or something. Then it's like, like I said, do or die. Yeah, cannot. It's extremely important. Let's just put it that way. So I think I'm actually gonna do a highlight of that time, at the point at which I realized in House Flipper, in the last one I did, that there was no toilet in that bathroom, because it was just so weird, because so far in the other part of the game, the main game, I have never run across one of their bathrooms, no matter how tiny, that did not have a toilet. So it was kind of interesting. And I'm sure they're aware of it, because I don't remember when this game actually came out. Oh no, I'm mixing my games up. Yeah, I'm sure it's actually, I think it's been pretty popular since it came out. I mean, not everyone is playing the entire thing like I am, because some people just, kind of dip into a game for their streams, and then they move on to something else. But since I look for a specific, well, not a specific type of game, but a game that does and does not do certain things, like doesn't stress people out and stuff like that, then I have a somewhat more limited set number of games that I'm willing to play on stream. So I don't tend to give them up. Now, I am in this game, I am in like the 49th or 50th hour, I think. So so that's actually a lot of bang for your buck, I think. And I know that there is at least one more job. Since I haven't been looking ahead, I don't know more than that, but it's I would say that it's definitely worth it, especially because there are a couple things that I'm going to go back when I feel like it and clean again, like the Mars River. I just love that. That was so much fun. Not sure what else I would clean again. Unless I needed some serious, like, calming down time and I would just pick anything. But I assume they're going to do DLCs for this. I mean, it would make sense. I can definitely think of some you would do, like, I don't know, restaurants or something like that. So what I'm going to do is when I finish this, I'm going to look at the next job, which I'm pretty sure I did see a thumbnail. I think it's some kind of like clown. I don't know what it is. Like some part of an amusement park that's like a clown figure, like a big one. So I don't know. Like I said, I just saw the thumbnail. So I'm a little unclear. And the guy sent a message and I forget what it said. So light's done. Okay. So I hope it doesn't have a lot of yellow like the carousel had, because that was really a pain. Any of this reflective stuff. Okay, so then I'm definitely done with the tiled floor. This reflective stuff can be problematic. I would like if they would give you the option to change the dirt color. So that, for instance, when I was doing that carousel, that was, I don't know, like 80% yellow or something. It would have been helpful if I could change the color of the dirt to like bright blue or bright pink or... Oh, that reminds me, I ordered a Nintendo Switch and I was looking for... I have to get a case for it. So I went to Amazon. I was like, Nintendo case glitter. And I was surprised at how many there actually were. So that was pretty cool. I'm not sure if I found one I really like, though. Okay, so now I've got to figure out what is still left. Door hinges. So it could be this one or the other one. Oh, 4 hinges I have to do. One of the lights, light conduit, light switches. Okay. Door hinges? I don't see any hinges. Are the hinges on the doors on the... Oh, is this light? This light is done. Hinges on the door. There aren't any doors on these. Are the hinges still there? Oh, yeah, they are. These things were a pain. Oh, my God. Yes, this one is not clean. Seems to have a lot of dirt. Huh. Where's the dirt? That's weird. Oh, maybe it's up top. That would be problematic because I don't have even my step stool. Okay, it's on the side. What about this one? Oh, that one's dirty too. Yep, there we go. So was that... How many door hinges were there? Okay, so 2 more. Those are pretty easy to find. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. That is dirty. Probably on the other side. Okay, not just on the other side. Okay. Let's jump up on the toilet seat again. There. What about this one? This one's clean. That one's clean. And that one. Yep. Okay, so light conduit, light switch. Okay, here. Light switch. Okay. Yeah, I do remember that one. I wasn't really careful about finishing that one. And it may have something up top. I can't jump up on that. Oh, come on. I would be able to climb up on that in real life, right? Really? Yeah, it's on the side. Or at least part of it. But I wonder if it's up top too. Okay. Maybe it's below. Maybe there's some below. Not really, I don't think. Shoot. Okay, so the light conduit, that light conduit seems to be done. Light conduit. But this isn't, the light switch isn't done. Shoot. So, okay, so I'm going to use this thing. This seems to be good at getting sometimes to areas that I can't reach because they didn't give me a ladder. Okay. So, light. So there's another light. It's weird. I thought I went... But I checked all of them. Oh, wait a minute. I forgot. No, that one's done. Light conduit. Ceiling pan. No, I'm not hitting it right. Light conduit. What about the other end? Nope. Okay. Didn't I check the lights? That's okay. So this is the light conduit. Okay, so I can see there's probably stuff on like one side or the other. Oh, wait a minute. I think I see the light. That's the light one. Oh, wait a minute. There's a light switch. And so this is another conduit. Okay, I get it. Okay. It's hard to, no, that's a little there. That's not it, right? The pipes. Okay. Wow, I may just have to. Yeah, it could actually be, and this would be harder to see, the parts that connect to the lights. Nope. Okay, so I'm just going to keep washing it. Now, this is the one that makes me nauseous, so I have to... It's not that, right? It's the one over here, without question. Okay. Yeah, it's making me nauseous. Okay, anytime now. Maybe it's here. Yes. Okay, so Clement says, I can't believe this is the same place that I bought. You're a miracle worker is what you are. Now I'm thinking, do I really want a bunch of sweaty Gen Zs grinding up the place, or do I want to open it as... Okay. I gotta finish the rest of the message with the tablet. Yeah, it definitely looks better. Do I really, or do I want to open it as a luxury washroom where you can spend a penny in peace, albeit at a higher price? Now that does appeal. It's a bathroom. How much are you going to be able to charge for it? Seriously. So I made $700 for that. Okay, so this is what he was saying. His helter skelter needs cleaning. Okay. So I'm going to check that out. What time is it? Okay. So I'll do it for like 5 minutes. As you know, Kevin Bernard. Yeah. As you know from my previous correspondence, my helter skelter is filthy dirty after rolling down the entire length of Willow Creek. How did that thing roll? That doesn't make any sense. We don't need to revisit specifics. All we need concern ourselves with is that we cannot live in a world where helter skelter is being economically outperformed by a carousel. Many thanks, Kevin. So I guess there's no conflict of interest for me to... Is there anything new for me to buy in the store? I guess I can actually buy myself some pink gloves. And... Oh. So I can actually buy this, right? How do I apply it? And there's... not much else for me to buy unless the professional. Now the professional duty one isn't ready yet. So I think I have all the equipment that I need. Yeah, so I actually have a lot of money and nothing to spend it on. So hopefully they will see if there's some multi-purpose cleaner. One. Let's buy some metal stuff. A couple of glass ones. Of course, wood cleaner, there's not much. Okay, so we're gonna go to Kevin's Helter Skelter for a few minutes. Yeah, I have to get up early tomorrow because I have to get this list of like a few hundred people for the farewell party for my boss together so we can send the save the date things out. And then I also have to, we're going to do like this online group greeting card where people can sign, put messages and stuff like that. And then probably we'll print it. I was initially thinking like the poster and frame it. And I get the feeling that we're going to have to go for the book because I think there are going to be so many people writing and like so many people writing something besides good luck that we're going to need the book. So I need to send the information out to people what am I trying to say? So they have plenty of time to sign it. But anyway, the reason I got the Switch, okay, this is weird because this is the carousel I did. And the Helter Skelter's here. So this is like a guy who owns, like they're different owners of amusement stuff in the same. I thought he had like a different park or something. Anyway, the reason I bought the Switch is because my son has one and he's eventually moving out. But also with Animal Crossing New Horizons, you have to have separate, you can't have like multiple accounts on one Switch, or at least that has been our experience. So I want to play Animal Crossing New Horizons because they're coming out with an update like next week or something, or maybe the week after. Kevin Bernard's Helter Skelter. And I can't go inside because they never let you go inside this stuff. So that's kind of a bummer. So we'll clean off the sign at a minimum. And then we'll do the door. And then that'll be it because I feel myself fading and I need to be in good... Oh, that's why the scaffolding's so tall. I need to be in good shape tomorrow. I could maybe see myself doing the firehouse again. Like if I just wanted something really kind of like, if I wanted to turn my mind off and just relax, I could see myself doing that again. I mean, it wasn't fun like the Mars rover, but it would be a good thing for just relaxing. Okay, so yeah, 1%. Okay, so that's the whole sign, I think. Signpost. Okay, so we'll do up the stairs, at least this part. And yeah, because it's already 9:36. It's when you have MS, it's like I've been really bad recently about going to bed really late, but when you have MS, you're really not supposed to do that because you need to allow your brain enough time to, repair itself. So I really need to, especially because flu season's coming. I got the flu vaccine, but it's like I do that every year and I still get the flu because I take medicine that suppresses my immune system. So I need to take better care of myself. So that's probably not the best nozzle to be using. But we've just been going to bed later because before the pandemic, I had to be leaving the house at 10 past 7 to get to work on time and park and walk to the building and everything, and have like 15 minutes to kind of gather my thoughts before I was supposed to actually be working. And so I went to bed at a reasonable hour, I think like rarely past 10 o'clock. And so it's since the pandemic started, it's just been like later and later and later, especially because my current boss is like, you know what? I don't care what hours you keep as long as the work gets done, which she actually really means. Of course, she's leaving, so that could change. But anyway, so, which I think is an extremely reasonable attitude for a boss to have, and I haven't had many bosses who felt that way. So that's one reason I'm very sad that she's leaving. But I don't know if I'll ever have a boss that good again, to be honest. So, which is why I'm working so hard on this party invitation stuff, because I want it to be awesome. I want her to know how much people care about her, because there are a lot of people. She's mentored a bunch of people on campus and like kind of unofficially mentored people and stuff like that. And, so she deserves a really, really good send off. I get the feeling we could be looking at, it's going to be virtual, of course, but I get the feeling we could be looking at a couple hundred. So, I wonder if I should, yeah. Oh God, it's making me nauseous. Okay. So, I mean, of course, in some ways, this is much easier than if it were in person, because I used to do events in my last job. Don't have to book a room. Don't have to book a room. Don't have to worry about how much food to get. And so then you don't have to worry about making sure that people RSVP by a certain day. So you can get the fairly accurate count to the caterer. You don't have to worry about the caterer not showing up. So things are actually, in some ways, a lot easier. But it's harder because there's no mingling. Like in most cases, you would just, people would come, they'd have food and drink, they'd hang out and talk for a while, then you'd have like, someone speak, or at least one person speak, and everyone talk about, the person who's leaving. And then everyone would go back to like, eating and drinking and talking again for a while. So now we have to be much more creative. So the last time we had a farewell thing, there was one of the people I work with told me about, God, what is that? No, I'm drawing a blank. No, it's like starts with KA, and I'm totally drawing a blank. But anyway, you can put in questions and answers, and then so you have like 20 or 30 seconds that people from their phones or tablets can like put in the answers. So it was like with our vice chancellor who left in June, he loved building bicycles. So it was like, how many bicycles has he built in the last year? And so I put in like, 1, 3, 4, something anyway. And one of those was the right answer. So then it people would answer it and then ka-choo. I think that's what it is. And then people would answer, and then it would pop up and show who got it right. And it would keep like a running total of who had the most correct answers, and so it was fun. It was really good. He told me about that. So I don't know. I'm not sure if that's really, somehow that doesn't feel exactly right for this. I'm not sure why. But we're definitely going to have plenty of people who want to talk about how wonderful she is, so we may go in that direction. This will be interesting to actually finish the stairs. Oh, I only half finished the stairs? Really? Are there more? Oh, I know it is. It's this side. I was like, what? Yeah, that's what it is. Oh, that's, it's not that bad, I guess. At least this thing doesn't seem to be reflective like the carousel was. That was a pain. It was a pain, especially on the other side, because this is supposed to be, I think, like early morning. And so the sun, they kind of had the sun rising, or like not fully risen, but not, just rising. So it had there were all these sunbeams that were on one side, and they were like reflecting, and it was, I'm like, I can just show it. So actually now that looks, they have like the sun in the clouds. But so it was, when the sun's not behind the clouds, it was on this side, and it was like you couldn't see what was yellow and what was, yellow showing the dirt, and what was the sun, like sunbeams. So it was problematic. So I guess they wanted it to be a challenge like that. Okay, so what do we still have? So yeah, you can hear by my voice, when I get tired, my voice gets really hoarse. So I'm going to do the door, and then that'll be it. What? I missed that whole part. No, this is the sun, isn't it? Is it? No, it's not. Okay, so that's weird. I just missed that whole part. Okay, that's weird. I thought I had done it. I think I did. I think that is so this part is in shadow from one of the parts of the carousel. Okay. Yeah, there might be something underneath. See, now it's hard to see. Was that the whole stairs or just part of the stairs? Stairs are done. Okay. And then we just do the door frame and the door. Yeah, so this isn't bad. It's just really, really tall. So it's going to be interesting. So what is this? Like a clown face or something? Door decoration. Yeah. I think I'm going to have to stand back to get this done, but I'm going to see is there some under here? I'm sure. Huh. Okay. Oh, yeah, I kind of have to crouch down. Why do those faces that they have on like this type of stuff always look so frightening? Is it just because they're big, or is it just, I don't know. They get designed like the same way. I can't move. Okay. I mean, It's not just me. I mean, that's scary, right? I mean, I'm not scared. It's just, you know what I mean. Okay, so I'm going to switch to long extension. That should be good. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to use the yellow. So it's, oh, I'm, what, too tall? Or am I standing on? Okay. Yeah, it's hard to get a good angle on this. Yep. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to get the top of that door decoration without getting on the scaffolding, so I'm going to leave that for next time. I'll just do the sides. And try to get the stuff that's in between on the features as much as possible. Actually, I should use this and just close my eyes because it is pretty effective. It's like Sonic toothbrushes, I think. So I'm not gonna, yeah. So I'm not gonna finish it. So I did pretty much. Oh, there's a little bit there. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna end the stream. I didn't put on my pink gloves and my pink power washing thing, so I'm gonna do that next time. So thanks to anyone who's watching and anyone who's watching the VOD. And you know, I so much appreciate people spending time with me and the videos because there's so many people you could be watching, and so I really, really appreciate it, truly. So I will be back on soon, and until then, and even after then, I hope things go well and you're doing well, and take care.